G'day, SPARTANWILLY here, and welcome back to our Aston Martin Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod save. So, Paul Ricard today. Welcome back to the third episode of today. I'm enjoying playing this game so much. Obviously, we're in lockdown now. It was announced earlier today, so I'm going to be playing this game a lot. We're so close to 500 subs as well. We've gotten about 20 subscribers today. We're 2 off it, so tomorrow is going to be a big day. So if we can hit it tomorrow, I'll put out as much content as I can possibly make. I'm thinking 5 episodes, 500 subs. Seems about fair. So 5 episodes of this, plus I'm going to try and play around some other stuff as well, because we've got this like massive chunk of Aston Martin content, which I like. But maybe to break it up a little bit, I got a couple other video ideas I might put into play. So if you have any suggestions for other videos, leave them down in the comments below, like always. But encourage it now. Leave a like on the video as well if you're enjoying the series. Helps out the videos a lot. And of course, subscribe so we get 500. Hopefully we get it overnight. I wake up tomorrow, have 500 subs. That's mental. We've grown so much last month. Thank you everyone who subbed. Welcome to all the new subs, and thank you to everyone who's been around since the start. You all mean the world to me. But yeah, hopefully we can get George Russell's 5th win of the season today, 5th win in a row as well, and overtake Hamilton in the championship. Because let's be real, if Russell wins the championship and we win the constructors, is there really a need for the 3rd season? Probably not, but we'll see. We'll see come the end of the year. But yeah, let's get straight into Paul Ricard here. Istanbul time. So straight up here, we're going to go into the car and I'll tell you about our developments. Now, of course, we were building a front wing. That's done. I've chucked on an engine because it's a slightly longer build because we've got to work on the parts we already have because I keep building new parts and sort of not improving their performance to their maximum or the reliability. So we had that brake problem last time out. Reliability on the parts look good now. Maybe the gearbox could use a bit more over here, but if you have a look at our front wings, they're pretty even now. 1557, 1555. So pretty good, and they're not important for this race, but it's nice to have a bit of equal performance in the parts for once. Maybe we could. Oh, we are working on the engine, so that will definitely help out Stroll a lot, being able to take over this engine when this one's built, because obviously we've got Russell. We need all the parts to Russell because he's fighting a tough battle with Hamilton at the top of the championship. And I'm also going to change our tyre sort of distribution. So we'll still take 2 mediums, but 8 softs. You know what, let's do 9 of 9 because it's pretty even now. We use both tyres. To be honest, we use more softs than super softs, I believe. But they're a quality tyre, so we'll take them just in case things go sideways. But yeah, I'm going to practice, and I'll see you for Q3. We're going to skip Q2 today because we make Q2 every time on the soft. So I'll just see you for Q3. Welcome to Q3 in the deserts of France at Paul Ricard here. Nah, it's just because it's in the desert. But yeah, we lost the Red Bull here. We lost Perez in Q2, which is mental. Ocon's out as well. So the Red Bulls and Alpines are fighting with one horse in the race, which is quite interesting. As you say, we finally got the setups right. It took me bloody ages. I don't think Stroll's will ever be good. I just cannot get. Oh no, it looks alright now. 95, we'll take it. It's only 95, which isn't great. Really, but it's the best we're going to get because I just keep tweaking it a little bit and just can't get any better. So we're just going to send them out. There's only 2 runs on this track because this track is massive. It's 1 minute 55, which is a long ass lap. But yeah, it's what it is. We keep going here with Stroll. Hopefully we can set a decent lap time. Stroll is doing shocking today. Come on, mate. You got a lot of pace to find, quite frankly. Track grip's at the highest. It's not going to get much better, so I may as well send him out again. And Stroll in 9th place. I guess he doesn't have the engine in the car, like as good an engine, but maybe that's getting a bit exposed here. But Russell on pole by 0.018, which is insane. Keep going. Let's see what Russ can do. He won't improve on that. Stroll isn't improving on his lap at all either. 9th place. So Stroll's 1 second off the pace. Hamilton doesn't look like improving. He won't improve. So Russ will be on pole, but I mean, Stroll on 9th. It's not great, is it? But I mean, Q3 is pretty much over really quickly. Callum Ilott in 5th. That just makes Stroll's underperforming even worse because the Mercedes second drive has finally turned up there. But yeah, our engine has been exposed a little bit in the second car, but we got one being made as we speak, so we can't complain too much. On to the race here. So yeah, race day, let's do it. Paul Ricard, soft tyres, race trim. Soft tyres, race trim. You know how we do it. We got that Intel, what are they called? Data. Yeah, look at that. Look at all the runs we did in quali, and it's still not right. Somehow we still haven't got over a 95. Maybe that's the blame as well for Stroll's underperforming in Q3. But we're gonna turn down the fuel because that seemed to work last time in I was gonna say China, but it's China in the base game, but Istanbul in this mod. Um, of course, Russell got that beautiful start. We're going to go here, but Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc, Verstappen, Ilott, who's doing well now, apparently, this race weekend. Ricciardo, Alonso, Sainz, Stroll, Norris, Perez, Ocon, Gasly, Bottas, and then Hulkenberg, Sonda, Schumacher, Pistari, Vettel, and Mazepin. Here we go, Russell. Can we get a good start? It's a decent start. I didn't really see the other cars as a comparison, but Leclerc jumping Hamilton early is a good start for us. Ilott's run wide. The Mercedes like running wide on lap 1, don't they? But Alonso jumps Hamilton. Stroll also jumps Hamilton. So beautiful start from our boys. Hopefully Russell can lead here. That'd be great. Lead away from Leclerc. Let's see how Stroll's going. He's got the Merc of Hamilton behind him. Where's Ilott? Oh, yeah, he ran wide. That's right. So Ilott is down in 17th. That'll hurt. Of course, we're on the better tyre as well. Overtook several drivers. There you go. They couldn't name every driver. Let's give Stroll a bit of a kick here. They're not near the end of their life. You liar. Save your ERS now. But Stroll is going to get into P3, but will he keep it? Yes, he won't. Yes, he won't. Damn it. And now we're under pressure by the Mercedes of Hamilton, which isn't great. We've used our ERS there, but Russell is having a whale of a time up front. We're going to tell him to just cool it on the tyres. Alonso behind shouldn't make too much of a dent, but Stroll gets overtaken by Hamilton, and that engine is going to struggle today in the deserts of France, I believe. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully he can string together a decent race here. And it looks like Verstappen's going to get past as well. Stroll, oh, good bit of fight there. All right, give him a bit of power, mate. He's got to sort of get those tyres in optimal range as well. Did someone just run off there? I couldn't see. Auto back on. Russell's having a whale of a time. Let's tell him to push a little bit, try and extend that lead to Alonso before Leclerc jumps him. That's assuming Leclerc does jump him. He might not. You never know. I'm going to put Stroll back down on push instead of overtake because he's in quite the fuel deficit. Lando Norris has crashed out. My tyre deg's really bad. Tyre deg is really bad around here. It is hot. No chance of rain today at all. Despite, I think, France being quite a wintry track. But here we go. Lance Stroll in 4th. Oh, his tyres just trying to keep him in this optimal temp. It's going to go medium, get into the swing of this race a little bit. Everyone's going to have to pit soon, aren't they? So that is something we can take good advantage of, as hopefully Stroll can somehow overcut. Yeah, overcut. It's such an awkward term because you never hear it get used in F1 really. Everyone always tries the undercut. Not really the overcut, but we're going to see if we can get the overcut on Alonso. But second and first we're running here, which is pretty decent. Not too bad at all. We're going to look to pit soon though. So yeah, I'll bring you back when the pit stops are on. Alright, so Stroll has got a about a 13-second gap to Hamilton, who's going to have to pit again. I don't think his tyres make it through the end of the race. None of the people who have pitted so far will make it to the end of the race on softs, I don't believe. So we could be on here for a decent result if we can get Stroll in a good position. Russell, as long as he doesn't crash, has got a race win here, I believe. But Stroll will come out behind Hamilton, which is a bit disappointing, but that's fine. We've got to tell him to look after these tyres, however, but stay within Hamilton's pit window. That would be an ideal scenario. We're going to tell Russell to pit now. Park conditions fine. We've worked on our reliability a little bit, so that shouldn't be a problem. Auto off. Use some power, mate. Use some of that ERS so then we don't overcharge the battery and lose it. But we're starting to fall back behind Hamilton a lot here, so we're going to tell Stroll to push pretty hard. Use all your ERS possible. Stay within that pit window. Use that ERS charge. Why not? You got it there. But it looks like if we can stay in front of Leclerc, that would be beautiful because that's a double podium. Ilott has never recovered, so that's great in our championship fight with Mercedes. Pure Gasly's crashed out. Doesn't really affect us this season. Last season it would have. We're fighting directly with the AlphaTauris, but this season, not. Thankfully not. We're not fighting with them. We're fighting a bit high up the grid now, right at the top end. But it looks like we're going to fall out of Hamilton's pit window, which pretty much writes off the 1-2 finish, but that's fine. We stay. Our mission is staying in front of Leclerc with Stroll this year. I think that'll be fantastic when you stay in front of Leclerc for most races. Hopefully his tyres make it through to the end, because then that puts a whole pit stop between us. So we're going to tell. We've already got Russell's tyres beautiful to make it to the end. He's already got a 20-second gap as well, so he's got a pit stop as an option, but Stroll is not quite in the same luxury. He's got a bit of power to use though. There we go. Boost away a little bit from Leclerc. Let's just focus on Stroll this race a little bit. Because, you know, Russell's way out in front, looking after his tyres, doing a fantastic job. But Stroll, he's going to need a bit of our help, I believe, with the ERS and stuff. So use a bit more, mate. Use a bit more. 21 laps to go. May as well just keep you with me. Give you some content to watch. I don't want to skip through the whole race. Give him a bit of a push on the neutral. That's pretty much as hard as we're going to push on neutral. We've still got a lot more tyre saving to do, to be honest. These tyres are not going to make it through at this rate. Well, they will, but they'll go completely off the cliff and be pointless. So hopefully we can save the tyres a bit more. If not, we're just going to have to pit because I think Russell's in a much better spot on the tyre front. Yeah, he's got a good 6 laps on the worst case scenario, so that is fine there. But Stroll, on the other hand, I think he's got 2 laps. So yeah, I don't think Stroll will make it through the end of this tyre set, but we'll give it our best shot for sure. Look, we can just pit when Leclerc pits to be safe anyway. My tyre really low. Yeah, you can go neutral. That's as much pushing as you're going to get. Leclerc's boxing, so now we're going to make a decision. Do we box? Because we could lose time. I think we do. I don't think these tyres will make it to the end. So we're going to just play it nice and safe here and box when Leclerc does. Actually, we're going to do next lap so we can use a bit of ERS. So have a hot lap, mate. Smash these tyres into the ground on this lap and come in and get a new set of softs. Recharge the battery. We're going to go 50% unsafe. Let's do it. So hopefully he sets a really good lap on these tyres. There you go. Purple in sector 1, green in sector 2, and in the pit lane in sector 3. So lovely work. Hamilton will pass, but that is fine. We come out in 5th, but the drivers in front have still got to stop. Hamilton is way out in front, actually. But we come out and Leclerc sort of followed us through there, which is surprising, to be honest. He's stayed with us, but Russell should be able to make it through to the end on his tyre set, which is beautiful. We're going to just double check that, actually. Yeah, he's got plenty of time, but this fight with Leclerc and Stroll is going to get tasty, I think. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's give him a bit of a kick. There we go. We've overtaken Charles Leclerc, did we? Did Leclerc get past us? I don't think so. I think the game's tripping a little bit, but we're going to give him a bit of power. He might pass us though. We're going to sort of zoom ahead here. Try and save. We're going to sort of save some fuel as well. 9 laps to go. This is going to be an intense fight as we come towards the end of this race. What's he on? Is he pushing hard? Yeah, he's pushing pretty hard on the fuel and the tyres. So his tyres must be absolutely cooking. You could cook toast on Leclerc's tyres at the moment because he is still pushing. We should just push as well because our tyres are already overheating. So we're not going to conserve to cool them down. Tyre temps are low. That's fine. Just leave them on low. You're on coast mode for the end of this race, apart from the engine. Just go and overtake on the engine. That'll even out if you conserve on the tyres. We're just going to force the one stop with Russell because we can, just so I can flex my tyre management on Hamilton, who's usually really good at that himself. But here we go. This is going to be where the real fight is at today. Stroll v Charles. Come on, Lance. You got a bit of work to do here to stay in front. We're going to use as much ERS there. And we still got 4 laps to go, and we're pushing pretty hard on these tyres, and they're actually not looking great. So Leclerc let off on his tyres, the cheeky bugger. Oh no, we didn't let off on our tyres, so we could be in trouble here. He's got more tyres than us, like on the usage side of things. So come on, the podium. All that stands between you and a podium is 1 second. You and losing a podium, I should say. We don't want to use too much ERS here on the second last lap, so I can save it for the final lap. Here we go. This is the defending final lap. Where even is Russell? I don't want to miss him crossing the line, but I also don't want to miss Lance Stroll winning the race. You know what I mean? So, come on. Has he? No, he's still on lap 52, so we've still got a bit of time there. Right, let's ride on board Russell. Where's he to the finish line? I don't want to miss the fight with. There we go. Just put him on there. He won't get overtaken. But final lap, and George Russell's going to make it 5 wins in a row. Where's the final corner? We'll find it eventually. There it is. George Russell, 5 wins in a row. Professional job today. We finally got that pole to race win conversion that we're looking for. Now we're going to ride on board Lance Stroll. He got a DNF last race, but the race before that he was, of course, on the podium. He's on lap 53 now. When does the final corners come in now? Okay, well, ERS. Blast away. It's going to be too little too late for Charles Leclerc. He gave it his all, but Lance Stroll is going to come home in 3rd. We could do better though, he reckons. I don't think you're going to be pushing Hamilton. Hamilton's pushing Russell. Well, sort of. In quality, he's pushing Russell. But over a race pace, we tussle them out, especially with my time management. But yeah, Lance Stroll comes home in third. Really good job today. He qualified in ninth. I did not have hope at all that he was going to have a good race, but he did. So fair play to him. And Russell shuts that gap to Hamilton even more. Who got the fastest lap? Let's have a look here at the end. So, what a race. It was quite an intense race. Again, whenever Stroll does the DNF, it's quite a good race because he's fighting with Leclerc. He's got his own battles. Russell's usually like 30 seconds out in front with the fastest lap. So, what does that put him with Hamilton? Let's get the confetti coming down. There it is. On the podium again. Great job, Aston Martin. First, third, and team principal on there as well. We're getting very used to this podium. I could get very used to this podium. Maybe if we just swatch these two around, it would be perfect podium, really. But as you can see there, gap is now 8 seconds to Hamilton, who just keeps getting second places. And of course, if they get fastest lap and first place, and Hamilton gets second, you're only shutting the gap by 8 points. So a DNF could really hurt us. But look at the gap now, 28 points in the constructors. Exactly what I like to say. Ideal race, I think, in Paul Ricard, especially judging by Stroll's performance in quali. Interview with Channel 4. Let's do it. Verstappen had a race to forget. Verstappen's overrated. I'm sorry. No, that was a bit harsh, but I gotta chat some rubbish, don't I? So George Russell there, 5 wins in a race. His marketability's going up as well. Recent absolute domination. Marketability 100% for him, 80% for Lance Stroll, 100% for the team. Just Lance Stroll letting us down a little bit, so we need Lance Stroll to win 5 in a row to boost his marketability. But oh, that's not what I want. I'll read this article. The recent domination of Aston Martin's George Russell in Formula One has admirers all across motorsport. That's exactly what I want to see. And Gasly's had an argument with the stewards. Of course he's had. Well, he crashed out, didn't he? How's that the steward's fault? Anyway, incident heavy race in Paul Ricard. It was a little bit, wasn't it? So yeah, that is where things will finish here in this episode. Next up, we got the Red Bull Ring. Paul Ricard is always a dry race in this game because of the track being in the desert. So yeah. Callum Ilott down in 8th. He's got some work to do. Perez hasn't been there for Red Bull either, so they've been absolutely nowhere because Verstappen's off the pace. Well, they're battling with Alpine this season. Not quite because Ocon is got 9 points. But yeah, that'll finish it for episode 8 of season 2. I hope you've enjoyed the series so far. It's a bit mundane at the moment at the very front with Russell. He's just sort of winning every race, but I'm loving it. I can't argue. This is sort of the point of the game. But we're seeing some good battles with Stroll and Leclerc. Hopefully we can get him to fight with Hamilton for second place as well. So yeah, subscribe if not already. We're so close to 500 subs. Literally 2 subscribers off, so subscribe if not already. Could be the 500th sub. Yeah, like the video if you enjoyed it. Add me on Discord, shoot me a message, leave comments down in the comments section below. That's what it's for, I guess. And yeah, follow me on Twitter. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.